Hey, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome on this fabulous Monday. I pray that everybody weekend was absolutely fabulous. Your family was safe and that everybody is doing well. You're healthy. You got your hands and actively use of your limbs. Hey, you guys, I just want you to jump on tonight and we're going to just talk about growing up. Let me throw my disclaimer out there. I know I'm just one girl who's been through some things who don't mind sharing. I believe that my struggle has educated me enough to reach back and pull you guys, my sisters that want to be able to grow, learning from one another, building from one another. You know how I do. I don't know. I don't have all the answers, but I don't mind sharing. I think it's better together, right? So listen, tonight we have no music. We're just going to talk about growing up for real. And I would talk about that because one of our regular sisters who come by and visit the family often, she had made a post last week, I think it was, and she said the glow up comes from the inside. And that got me to thinking, y'all know how I do. First of all, go ahead and share this, start a watch party, invite your cousins, your aunties, you know, all of them girls, all them sisters. So listen, I went to thinking about growing up. Like she said, the glow up happens on the inside. So it made me reflect on myself. And that's what this platform is all about. Don't no one person have all the answers. Don't one person have a monopoly on nobody. Like I said, I learn from you, you learn from me, and we grow at our own individual rate, but nevertheless, we're growing. So a lot of times when you hear grow up, like what that really mean, like what it means to grow up, what it means to grow up, like what that mean, grow up. So I felt like for me, growing up is taking responsibility for my actions. You know what I mean? Just like no more excuses. Like, look, my apostle says, excuses is for the uncommitted. And then I used to, ponder that thing. And he said it so much till I began to just ask God, let me reflect on that. Excuses is for the uncommitted. So I thought that to mean anything that I like to say, whatever a person want to do, they'll make time to do it. That's my interpretation of him saying excuses is for the uncommitted. So when she said grow up, I wanted to, hey, there go Quilla. She the one who made that post talking about grow up. So it made me think like grow up, but you used the word glow up. So I wanted to, and I say, let's talk about it. Girl, that thing had me thinking like, okay, it happens when the person mature to a certain place, they grow. You don't have to make a parade or make announcements about what you're doing and how you've matured or grown. Quilla said it happened, the glow up. It comes from within. Isn't that what you said? The glow up. Because if it happened on the inside, it's going to show on the outside. So you had me thinking, like when you come into a place of girl, I ain't worried about what the Joneses are doing, or I'm not worried about what somebody's going to think. Those things are hard to get over. It takes a lot of determination, and determination in what, Renee? That you ask this, determining that you will not be subjected to what others think of you. You're not going to live your life trying to people please. You're not going to live your life worried about if I did this, how it's going to make that person feel. And I like to tell people, hey, you can't do nothing about what I think about you. And that's a hard pill to swallow. Look, she just said real hard. That's a hard pill to swallow. To know that you feel a certain way about me, and then I'm trying to prove to you that I'm not that person. That's exhausting, sis. Like that's exhausting. Like for real. That takes too much energy. But a lot of time we find ourselves in that place. You should only care about what some people think. I agree, but to what degree do you think when you're thinking about when you care about what some people think, but to what degree do you put that care in? Is it enough? Do you put them in a place where you don't do what you want to do? Or I don't know how I'm trying to describe it, girl. I'm just saying when you live caring about what other people think to the point where it stagnates you. Let me just say that you. It stagnates you and it stunts your growth. Can I use that? Can I say that? Oh, but well, I said it. There you go. So when you care about what somebody else thinks, it should be to the point where it alters your growth. Bam, that sounded better. That sounded better. What they are? That sounded better. That sounded better. I think that sounded much, much better. What people think is really none of my business. It really is not. It becomes my business when I care. And I'm not saying be all facetious with it, like I don't care. I ain't talking about that in no negative light. I ain't talking about it like that. I ain't talking about it like that. I'm talking about when you care about, if you care what people think, it should be people who are a positive impact in your life. And you know the difference. You have to be able to accept the fact and go on. She said, I have my village in my life, so I only care about what they think because I know they want what's best for me. See, that's different. That's what I'm talking about. That is different. That's a different type of care, especially when they are in assistance. When they're assisting you to becoming the best version of yourself, when they are assisting you on your journey to becoming the best version of yourself you were created to be, that is different. I'm not talking about somebody less, well, I'm not talking about somebody who has, they the pot calling the kettle black. You know how the old folks say, girl, the pot calling the kettle black. No, I ain't talking about them type of people. But when you grow up, as Quilla said, you glow up, you're determined. You have tunnel vision. You have, that tunnel vision. You just focused on growing and become the best. And that's what all I'm just saying. I'm just trying to become the best version of myself that I was created to be. And you will never know what that is if you don't put on some, like, them horses be racing and they put those blinders on them so they don't look to the left and they don't look to the right. And if they do, this is all they see, that blinder. That's what I'm talking about. I just mind the business that pay me. You understand? That's what I'm talking about. That's right. From the inside out. Because if you grow up from the inside, it's gonna show on the outside. Because my post today was don't be do to have a purposeful week and don't be angry. Don't doubt much. You have to be when you're in a place of growing up, glowing up, a lot of stuff that when you mature to a certain point, a lot of the stuff that outer stuff don't affect you as much. That is individual growth. That is individual goals that you're meeting. Like you're coming up. You're coming up, sis. That's how I can say that. You is coming up. You is coming up. So look, I tried to set a reminder for this thing to pop up. Sidebar. I tried to put a reminder. Y'all know I'm still learning this thing right here that broadcasts us. And it looked like it played a video from last time. Quilla, did you see that? Well, who else on here? Quilla, somebody. Whoever the two of you are, did it play the old video? Because it showed me when I tried to look, it showed me this. It did a video from one of our last videos, but I wasn't sure, so I hung it up. But I wanted to just jump on tonight real quick because I'm gonna have have a busy week this week. I got class, but I'm determined to jump on here. And those of you who are going to pass back through our sisterhood on the replay, I thank you in advance for stopping by. Please drop a note in that comment bar to let us know you stopped by. If you have any suggestions for us sisters, if you want to take a part of the conversation, please, by all means, let us know. We have no problem with getting you on here. And we can have a nice talk. Stop by the cookout, okay? So I thank you in advance. I appreciate you growing with us in our small beginnings because God is going to set us where He needs to set us. And I do believe that with everything within me, okay? So I just wanted to have a brief conversation because, Quilla, you inspired me. You had me to go back and do some good reason, some good thinking. Like when that point finally came of not, I don't know if I need to use a different terminology of not caring what other people think, because I really, and on a level, I do care what people think. But again, me, myself personally, I don't care to the point where it used to alter my growth. I used to curve what I wanted to do, or curve where I felt like I needed to be growing in an area because I felt like if I changed a pattern of behavior, that person would be offended, or that person would think I was being funny. In reality, I'm really just focusing on me. And a lot of people say that's selfish, but it's really not. That's growth, girl. Shoot, it's growth. And then I want my household to be healthy, full, complete, whole, as much as possible. And since I'm that, I need to start with me so I can pass it to my children. And and so forth and so on. And those friends who are involved with me. And Quilla, I'm even doing that with people who associate, because y'all know I'm learning to show myself friendly. But I'm more of an observer. But nevertheless, people who I'm engaging with, it's supposed to be a give and take. We're not doing none of that in this album, because we're all growing. Different arenas, different people, new territories, and all this good stuff. I want it all because God has promised me some things, and I can't get it if I don't grow up to be able to handle it. And when I say grow up, that means change that mindset, change the environment of people that I'm around. I'm being around people that is where I'm trying to go in my own lane. But I'll be winging it sometimes. So my kiddos are here. I set this timer, and then they just decided that we were gonna do a little family time tonight. So I just need to make this short. Quilla, you inspired me. I thank you for rocking with me. I appreciate you too, sis. Udabon.com. We're going to come back on here when I have the time to make the time so we can have a real dialogue, okay? Because we're going to talk about this. Because some people need to grow up and stop blaming people for why they're not what they are. Let me say this to you, sis, because you're going to pass through here. You where you are because somewhere in your mind, you think you don't deserve what your heart's desire is. And that was a hard pill to swallow for me. Somewhere in the recesses of your mind, in the subconscious thoughts, the subconscious mind of yours, we as people, as a whole, we are where we are based on what we feel about us, whether it's our capabilities, what we deserve or don't deserve. That's why we are where we are. Some of us are successful in their own lane because they have a drive, they have a tenacity. Tenacity. They have that bulldog tenacity. They're relentless, and they will not stop. They're determined, and by any means necessary for some people. So those of us who are still blaming people for what we are, or why we didn't get the opportunity, or why we didn't get the chance, and why we didn't get da. No, if you 1,000 no's, you just keep on going because there's a yes eventually. You just have to not get discouraged. It's easier said than done, but at the same time, you have some of us holding on to stuff we should let go. And again, easier said than done. That's hence worrying about what people think. No, you're working on it, Miss Janice. There go my neighbor. Hey, neighbor. So you have to stop making excuses. Listen, I used to make so many excuses because I was scared to fail. And it dawned on me, and somebody else said it. I had already failed because I wouldn't even try. Those successful people didn't just jump out running and boom, they were successful. No, they had many trial and errors. They had many failures, But the key was just getting up. Just keep trying. You revamp it, you remodel, but you keep the plan, just work it differently. My plan is to have us a building where we can do some things. Okay, slow and steady wins the race. If it don't work out one way, I still got the plan. I get down. I'm working on it. The one, however, yet and still, I'm not stopping. I don't care if I just have to watch the replay myself. I'm gonna jump on this computer, on my phone, wherever I need to jump on, so I can encourage my sisters, so I can most definitely encourage, motivate, and uplift, because somebody needs to hear our story. So no more excuses. Grow up and stop faking the funk like you really trying. You know you're not trying your 100%. You try, like I told y'all on one of my other videos, I tried just enough to say that I was trying, but not enough to actually succeed, because I was scared to fail. I thought it had to be this grand, big old ta-da. No, one step, one brick at a time, build a building. And you know what? And if with the grace of God, it could be many people putting down many bricks to build my building. You heard me? One brick at a time. So what, confirming? Hey now, hey girl, how you doing? So no more excuses. Put your big girl panties on. Stop tripping. You know, only you and God know if you're trying 100%. And you ain't deceiving nobody but yourself. So shake it off. Put your big girl, I'm gonna say it again, put your big girl drawers on. Stop tripping on yourself. You deserve it. You are worth it. If you don't know how, say you don't know how. Like, you know, back in the day, we used to say, if you scared, get a dog. So that means if you scared, get you somebody who is confident in what they're doing, if that's what you desire to do. If they have the confidence and you see that they have, I ain't gonna say receipts, they have proof that it is, that what they're doing is working. All these people are, I hear with all this advice and all of this, business stuff. Where they at? Where they stuff at? Where they products at? What they clientele? Talk to some of their clients and see how they interact with them. Those, and if they have a good report, then those are the type of people that I'm surrounding myself with. I'm surrounding myself with people who ain't making a lot of noise, but they getting a lot of stuff done. Why? Because I ain't no noisy person. I'm not a noisy person. I don't like to be all in the limelight and all this ha. No, forget about that. Know your people, know where you're supposed to be at. And that ain't my style. But you know what? When I pop up, I'm in the building. Because I got my own type of, no. So when I'm in the building, I'm in the building. And you know what? I ain't had no whole entourage with me, but you best believe when I'm in there, folk know I'm there. And I ain't going in with my big old mouth. And I got one. So making a lot of noise and making no moves, kill the smoke screen. Do what you do. Be true to yourself. No more excuses. Again, and these are words of my apostle, excuses for the uncommitted. You don't have to have a parade. I'm not saying everybody who does that don't have the products, don't have, the clientele. I'm not saying that because I don't know them. What I'm saying is, if that's how they move, that's just how they move. At the end of the day, you want to see results. And you can't see results until you be real with yourself, until you're able to keep it 100 with yourself. Yes, they do what, Miss Janice? Miss Janice, what they do? Make a lot of noise, ain't moving nothing. Everybody who listen, when I used to be in the streets, and everybody who's selling out on wolf tickets, and come on, man, they praying that they keep them apart. But don't nobody want to fight. They just want to make a scene and make all that doggone noise. Let somebody move out the way and let them go for it. Ain't nobody fighting. Ain't nobody fighting. They just making all that noise and hoping that please keep holding me. When I used to be in the streets, I ain't making a whole bunch of noise. I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna let you talk. I'm gonna let you talk. When you feel like you want to do something, you done talk yourself tired, and I'm gonna tear your head off. Period. I'm just saying, loud and ain't making no moves. You don't have to do all of that. But if that's your thing, you do your thing. All I'm saying is be true to yourself. Look, my tattoo right there. You got to know who you are. Know yourself. And I know me. It don't require me to make all that noise. My presence in itself make noise. And that's just Renee. So do you, but at the end of the day, be real with yourself. Grow up for real. Don't be publicly powerful and privately pitiful. They trying to come in here because they over here eat like these chicken girl. You trying to come in here? That's probably just my baby girl. She's the rough one in my bunch. Tell her. Jakula encouraged me with her post. It made me reflect on, how long it took me to grow up. It took me a long time to grow up, but nevertheless, it's here. So don't measure yourself up. It don't matter. Just look, baby, just keep on going. Keep on going. So grow up for real, and you can have whatever you like. You can have whatever you like if it's within the will of God for your life. Now, drive your way. That's right. Drive your car the way you listen. I tell my baby girl drive my car, and she drive my car like it's her car. I tell her, girl, this is not your car. You can't be turning that curve like that, pressing my brakes. She tell me, you do it. I tell her, this is my car. You can't drive my car like I drive it. You can't do that. She's like, well, you drive it like that, but this is not your car. So, Miss Janice, you're right. Drive your way. Girl, however you drive, drive. You don't wear no seatbelt, don't wear no seatbelt. You better wear a seatbelt. But I'm just saying, in your own lane. She drive my car. She can drive my car like it's hers. She cannot. So what fit for some might not fit for the other. Because it worked for Miss Meeks, don't mean it's gonna work for me. She's doing her productions. That might not work for the sisters. Sisters might can't do no production. Because that's not my audience. You have to know who is attached to your purpose, who's attached to you. You have to know. And hey, I'm pretty sure she ain't worried about what nobody else is doing. She's staying in her own lane. If she's not Miss Meeks, she's staying in her own lane. She ain't about to do her. Drive the way she drive. A 2-seater, 4-seater, 4-door, 2-door, whatever. Just grow up in your own lane. Work on yourself. Work on you. And again, you love on people who love on you. And listen, don't keep overlooking the warning signs in connections. I pause because I was going to say connectivity. So the people that you're connecting with, don't dismiss the warning sign. Don't be judgmental and don't be quick to dismiss, but you address things as they happen. Don't push it under a word. And if you have thought somewhere you might have miscommunicated or misunderstood, you pause it and you get clarity because the blessings are coming. And if we ain't in the right place, we gonna miss it. So we ain't got time to be, tiptoeing through tulips with people and we questioning if they supposed to be on our squad. Pause that whole thing and just talk about it real quick. And then keep it trucking. Because you might misunderstand, just as well as the other person. So y'all, I love y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and activate my kids because they all over here with their stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and mess around, eat some food, and love on them. Y'all love on those. Thank you, Miss Janice. Love on people who love on you. It costs you nothing to be nice, y'all. Your love is valuable. Your love is everything. So you love on people who love on you, and love for real. You don't. It's enough of a way with all the fakey stuff. So love for real, okay? So the benediction, Miss Janice, I just jumped on here real quick because Kula had me thinking about that growing up. It's just time to grow up so you can get what's due to you. So I love y'all. Let's do the benediction. Oh, listen, Mix Tay is having her event in April. So I'm going to give 2 tickets away. I would like to give them to a couple, but nevertheless, I'm going to give 2 tickets away to her event. So I need you all, when you come back through the sisterhood and watch the replay, and I'm going to say it again, okay? So pick a number between 1 and 500. My grandson Jaden is going to pick the number, and then we will, a week before the event, Jaden is going to give us the number, and then we'll reach out to you and you can get them. So mixtape, look out for me. And I love you all. It's nice to be important, but it's so important to be nice. It's much more important to be nice, actually. Yeah. I'm saying it again. It's nice to be important, but it's much more important to be nice. Why, girl? I'm taking these out. You're nice may be the only nice that somebody sees. Your nice just may save somebody's life, girl. I'm trying to tell you, it's nice to be nice. It's free. Don't cost you nothing. You won't lose no sleep. You won't lose your health. You won't lose anything. So be nice. It costs you nothing. Be a lifesaver, okay? I love y'all. I hope the rest of the week, I pray the rest of the week is absolutely fantastic for you all. You all keep these families in prayer because people are dying and people are dying and people are dying. So you all cover these people in your prayers. And I pray for everyone who's lost a loved one. And I cover you in the blood of Jesus. And I ask that you will repent, forgive quickly, laugh often, live on purpose. And if you don't know Jesus, you're missing out. He's the best thing since the best, okay? So I love you all. Have a fabulous night. I have school this week, but I'm going to jump on here before Friday. So I love y'all. Be blessed. Quilla, we're gonna chit chat on this topic. So I love you. Be blessed all day.